Welcome back to another video, guys. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start with everything I've got going on at the moment. Today is... Hello Gizmo. Where are you going? This morning I have popped up a poll on Instagram and popped up a picture on TikTok of this. I don't know whether this is going to be probably not the best way to show you something. The top two are a darker green background and the same green on the line work here and the same on the bottom. The polls are now leaning towards the darker green. On TikTok people have left a lot more comments, which is really useful. The comments that I'm getting are things like it's very a dense pattern because it's on a dark background. A couple of people have said that, which is something Joe also said and something I thought. But to be honest, the pattern isn't going to be as densely packed into such a small space on an actual product. It's going to be enlarged, but I just wanted to show you guys what the pattern was. Also, people are commenting that the darker colour is more like autumn winter, the lighter colour is more spring summer. So I think what I might do is leave that be for a bit because loads of people are commenting and it's really, really useful. And then I might put the line work onto the back of the products that I've designed and I can just put that on there as black line work, get the size right, then I can change the colour of the line and pop in the colour of the background that I want. What I'm trying to decide is, these are my thoughts so far, it's not going to be a massive collection. It's going to have a wall planner like the one behind. So I'm thinking that that one might be the lighter colour background with the darker green line work on, because I feel like that will go in more people's spaces. And then a A5 notebook, but with it's a wire bound notebook. I've had a lot of requests because my notebooks are, this is my actual one, so it looks a bit scrappy, but these lovely thick ones are great. But obviously if you're trying to work on something, they don't stay open unless you really abuse the spine of it. So I'm thinking, and I had requests for a wire bound notebook, so I'm going to do that. The combination, the colour for the wire bound notebooks is either white wire or black wire. So I'm thinking I'll do the darker background on the notebook, larger flowers with creamy white coloured line work and a white wire. I'm also going to do, actually I've sold out so I can't show them to you, but the shopping list tear off pad, which is a DL size. So that's like that sort of size, like a traditional, a bit bigger than A6 is like this, DL is like this, and then I pop magnets in there as well, so you could use them to stick them on your fridge if you wanted to. And I'm also going to do a desk jotter pad in A4, which is going to have a section on the side you could use a to-do list, and then a section that you could just scribble notes on the other side. I'm trying to decide whether I want that area to be dotted or plain. I don't want to put lines on it. Dots are quite nice to follow. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to work that out in a minute. So I'm thinking, whilst the poll is running its course, I might design the products. I've done the wall planner in terms of dates. I've basically done the jotter pad. I just need to decide if I want to drop in dots or not. And then I'm thinking, because people are kind of like the darker ones winning, but maybe what I could do is have the notebook at on the dark colour, the wall planner light, the desk jotter pad light, and then the little to-do list in that medium green. Ultimately it'll all go together. So that's my thought process. It's great asking people, but then it starts your brain worrying about the thoughts you've had being completely wrong. I have also been designing some Christmas cards. If you've been following me on TikTok, you will see those. I will show you. I've got so much stuff on my desk right now. I decided to do two symmetrical kind of Christmas cards, and although last night I started a different colourway, I'm now thinking that I can't get away with putting them in packs because they're very different colourways. I'm going to show you. I'm just waiting for the iPad to move itself along. I'm going to do have I got an example? Hang on. Last year I did rose gold foiling on these cards. I don't know whether you can see, you kind of can. And I want to do rose gold foiling again, or a kind of foiling. I'll show it to you on a light background first. This is design 1. Anything you see in black will be foiling. So as you can see, there's quite a lot. Oh, there you go. I was just about to do that, but it did it itself because I tapped it wrong. This is the dark background. Everything's reflecting. Hello. But yeah, you get the gist. Anything black is going to be foiling. So basically all of these little sections, all of these details here, any little dots and things, these are all going to be foiled. And then the wording in the center will also be foiled. Let me just make that light again. I like it on a light background, but I think it looks really great on the dark background, and when you've got the foiling on it, it'll work. The other one is this one, which I haven't finished colouring in yet, but as you can see, it's got a different colour palette, and I don't know whether I can get away with putting those 2 cards with the dark blue backgrounds of this one into a light background packet with these. They're both going to have foiling, they're both similar kind of designs, but just different colour palettes. Oh, I don't know, the questions are coming up thick and fast. Basically now what I need to do is to just finish the design work process of the new products that I'm putting out, and then drop the pattern into the background. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to pop the pattern on the back of some stuff that I've got and see how it sits. To be fair, on the back of the wall planners, there's not that much space for pattern, so I think that one will be quite simple. It's literally just a case of how much I want the notebook to be, how big the pattern I want to be on the notebook. But I need, today's Wednesday by the way, the 27th of September, I really want to order these by the end of this week. I've just been paid from Eden Project for my latest order a month ago, so that is really helpful in terms of getting this stuff done. Hello my loves, today is Thursday, it's the 28th of September. I brought my laptop up to my office because although my computer is literally just there, I don't know if any of you feel like this, but sometimes I just feel like I work better when I have a different position sometimes. I have an email I need to send just to remind people my sale's about to end, and I've wanted to do it for ages and I just haven't done it because I don't even know why. So I'm sitting here, I've just put my very first iced coffee into my new Catnip Studios glass tumbler. Wow, the wind is, hang on, I need to shut this door. Plan is to do this email and then I have to finish. Basically yesterday, I don't think I spoke to you much because I was faffing about so much with printing out test prints for lots of different things, and I'll try and show them to you later. But I had that poll, as I mentioned before, up. People had a lot to say about lots of different things, all good. The overarching winner was the dark green, but I took a lot of feedback on board about the lighter green as well, and I just sort of thought to myself, well, I think I can combine a mixture of all of them and I think it's going to work. So I spent a lot of yesterday trying to work that out, and so I just did a lot of computer work yesterday, so I didn't have a lot to say. I need to just redraw a certain section of my artwork for the bigger pieces, so I'm just finishing that today as well, so we'll finish that together in a bit. The other thing I really need, I'm going to shut that, it's making a funny noise. Oh, it's still making a funny noise. The other thing I need to do today is, or well, this week, is to finally get the print on demand that I use for my t-shirts for the Evening Studio. I have a separate one for Sweary Cats, and I need to link that to the Instagram because I need to link it to Etsy, not the Instagram or the Etsy. I need to link it to Etsy. What is wrong with me? Because I have these bags that I really want to launch, and I've got other designs that I want to make, and I want them up soon because of Christmas coming. This one says working 24/7 so my cat can have nice things. I just love it so much. And then I have this one, these are samples by the way that I bought, and I have this one which is Self-Care Club, and also I have my Cats Before Twats mugs that I really want to get up, and I've also got some mugs that are like father of cats, mother of cats, or cat mum, cat dad, as well as some other things that I want to make. So I really want to link that on. I just haven't learned how to link it to Etsy yet, which is something I've watched videos on, and then because I don't do it straight away I forget and I have to watch videos again. I'm just a bit of a dreamer, guys, and I need to snap out of it because it's not getting me very far. Is anyone else like this in business? I'm a Pisces and I'm pretty convinced that the dreamer side of me just takes over sometimes, and I'm either super productive and I do like a month's work in 2 days, or I'm just worrying or fretting or over analysing, or I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. I also have been using my, I know this seems like a shameless plug and it kind of is, but it also isn't, because I'm hand on heart on my cat's life loving using this. I do use my own stationery, but because I look at it all the time, I like other people's stationery that I use as well. But I've been using, this is yesterday's list, my calm day to-do list. If you haven't seen this yet, please go and check it out. You may not want to use it every day. It's, for me, I use it on days where I'm a little bit more overwhelmed or feeling a little bit anxious. Yesterday I used it just because I felt like I had a lot going on in my head, and I'm going to use it today. I'll fill it out in a second. Yesterday, so on the top of the list it says today's most important task. And my most important task for yesterday morning was to put the poll on Instagram, which sounds really stupid for an important task, but I needed to gauge some opinions. So it was really important for me. And then it says it will also be great to do this, and I put send email to list about end of sale. Well, I ended up ignoring that because I got so into the comments on the poll, making changes to what people were suggesting, trying to play around with some things, but that really ultimately that really helped me. That's why it says it would also be great to do this. It's not like I must do it, but it would be great to do it. The next section says something nice I could do next, which is have a read or a nap. Then 3 lovely things that happened today. So I filled this out last night, and I just put being cozy indoors whilst the storm was outside, watching Gizmo run about. She was going loopy in the wind outside. And then feedback about my new collection was positive, so I wrote that down. And then other things I need to remember, I put email my list. So that's the second task I didn't get done. So I'm going to fill this out for today. And then I'm going to send this email and then finish that drawing. So that's obviously the 2 things that are going to be on my list today. I may not put the email on because that's going to happen right now. So I might scrap the email on this list, do that now, and put 2 other things down. I got a delivery of my boxes for the baubles. I got the slightly different ones this year. They're still eco-friendly. I got them from the Tiny Box Company, and I've got 100. And I also got a new ink pad, not from the same company, just from Amazon, because I've never replaced my ink pad before, and it's so far lasted since about 2019. Ultimately, I would love to get boxes printed, but they're so expensive, so I'd rather, well, they're not so, they're expensive for me. I would rather sit down and stamp my own right now, still, than not at this point. I've just put my artwork for my Christmas my Christmas cards and my drawing that I was doing earlier onto the Google Drive, why am I starting everything with the today? I'm like an 80-year-old woman. Onto the Google Drive, onto the Facebook. I'm like Will's mum out of the In-Betweeners, but not as attractive. Anyway, I'm going to check the artwork on Photoshop. I will print out some mocks. I'm still trying to get my head around. I'm so used to seeing bright artwork from me that now I'm trying to do something a little bit more purposefully, a little bit more subdued. Is my computer not even on? I'm trying to get it to turn on, it's not even turned on. So I'm looking at stuff that I've done, like that mock-up that I showed you earlier. I think I showed it to you anyway. This one. So it's a little bit more subdued to what I'm used to doing, and therefore it looks odd to me. And so I feel like I want to do these things that are a little bit different to this is my style, but it's different to what I usually do in terms of it being not as bright and vibrant. But I don't know whether I want to make some changes here. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll check out the artwork that I've got on the computer now and see what I think. And then I think I'm going to do some more voting on Instagram tonight, because I did make a version of this that's darker green and then with creamy coloured lines, and I want to see what people think of that. Also, my office. Can we just have a look at the state of it right now? It's an absolute mess, and that also needs to be sorted out because I cannot work like this. Hi guys, today is Monday and I am just about to launch into the to-do list of the day. I've sat down and done my planning for the day, my journaling, a little bit of reading. I am going to hopefully go out for a walk this afternoon, and I'm hoping that next week I will be able to be signed off to start back at the gym again. Who knows? But I thought we talked through some of the stuff that's been going on. I don't think I've done a lot talking to you for about 3 days or 2 days, maybe 3 days, because I have been deep into trying to work out what is going on with this new stationery collection, because it's been feeling really off and I haven't known why. But now I have discovered why and it feels better. I've just got a couple more tweaks to go. So basically, I think I've mentioned before, I want this to be like a super simple, elegant kind of style stationery collection. So I had this drawing that I was really proud of, and then when I printed it out, I liked it, but something didn't feel right. This is what it is. This is my first print off of one of the pads that I wanted to do. I love the layout of it. I wanted to do something that would be really useful on a desk, but didn't really it wasn't like a Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday planner where you had to use all the squares for certain days. I love this because I scribble down things when I'm on the phone or on a Zoom call or just working, and I thought this would be kind of useful to have an A4 tear off pad that's got a section for to-dos and some note space. I realised the other night when I was staring at this for hours what was wrong, and it was that the line work was just too thick. So let's do a comparison. Here's the first one. Hopefully it's focusing, I can't tell. And then here is the second one with thinner line work. It's like an eye test. It just looks better. This looks how I wanted it to look. That one's sort of sorted out now. And then I have the notebook is going to be a spiral bound notebook, because a lot of people have said to me that they want one that they can lay flat on their desk. So I'm going to get a spiral bound, and this is an idea of what it will look like in terms of the pattern and the colour. Printing out at home is okay, but it never gives you the full vibrancy that you'll get when I send it off to print. Also, this is not, I didn't use the right settings for this particular paper either, so it just gives me an idea of the layout and what things are going to look like, but hopefully it will look a lot more contrasty and vibrant when it's done. And then this one is one I'm going to change. I really like this, but I wanted to have something that when you see all these three pieces together, it's a different contrasting piece. So initially I did it like this. These are super popular when I sell these. These are like the shopping list pads, and they'll come with a magnet and stuff. And I love it, but because I'm doing the desk pad in like the creamy colour and the notebook in sort of a more vibrant green, I'm going to change this to have a pattern around the edge to give a bit more space, and also just be in a different shade of the green I'm using for the notebook, so that we've got three pieces that sit together really lovely and they just look like they all match together. Then I've got the wall planner, and I will probably end up doing the wall planner, despite the fact I said I wouldn't do this. I probably will do this. I'll have two available, same pattern, but one with a green background, one with a cream background, and then people can decide what they want. I'm hoping that I can get these ordered by tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I was waiting for a template for the wire notebooks. I've now got that, so I can sort that out. Although it's A5, it's the same size as my current notebooks, but with a current notebook, when I center like this middle bit, it centers completely to the A5, but when you center the spiral notebook, because you're going to have effectively the spiral bits down here, you want to center this to kind of like this section. So they've sent me that, and I will sort that out today. I also did a lot of work at the weekend on bauble stuff as well, hoping to get these ones that are on my desk now sorted out and in their little boxes. I'm going to basically stamp the boxes through, get them in their boxes so they're ready to go, and then I just need to photograph one of each group. The next ones I'm going to work on, I'm going to do some more kind of traditional colours. I'm going to do a neutral background one and a dark green one, and hopefully that'll all come together. But I do need to crack on with laying this stationery out. I really want to order it. It's going to be quite a big order. I also have to order my Christmas cards as well, but I haven't done any. I've got them on my computer ready to go, but I haven't actually laid them out. They're difficult to test print because they have foil on them. So there are a lot of black areas on the card. The black equals where the foil will go. So you send over 2 files, one with the full colour, one with just the black. So it looks really odd because you've got like lots of black kind of dots and stars and things knocking about. So hopefully that'll be okay. I need to get on top of all of that. My aim is to get this stationery ordered by tomorrow latest, work on the Christmas cards, and then basically that's everything I need to ordered, and then I can work on everything here, because we are now in October, lots to do, including editing you guys. Today is Tuesday. This vlog has to go up tonight, so I've got to edit it now. But honestly, I haven't seen any footage yet. I have no idea what has been going on in this vlog, but I hope it's been okay. Next week's going to be very much about a couple of finalising of like planners and Christmas cards, bauble painting. I'm about to check off my proofs from the printers for everything that we did yesterday, and get those on the move. I've had an email this morning from John Lewis about all of that pop-up stuff, so I've got a lot of work to do. One thing that I was thinking I would do right now before we end this vlog is this. So basically we can now tick off this, 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 this. I've still got to do this one. I think over here as well we have this we can tick off, and yeah, I think that is everything for now. Okay guys, so I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I'm sorry it's a bit fragmented at the moment. Definitely follow me over on TikTok, because I am doing my daily little videos over there, and you'll see a little bit of what's going on, like little teasers to what's going to be shown in this vlog. But this John Lewis thing is very overwhelming, and I just need to crack on as much as I can, and I know other things are going to suffer along the way, but we'll get there. Have a good rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you like these sort of videos, and definitely tick the like button, tick or click, whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat. I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.